Hi everyone. It seems that every time I turn on the news, I hear shootings happening everywhere. My heart aches every time I hear such a tragedy of some kind of shooting taking place that I often wonder which state has the most shootings. Based on the U.S. mass shootings from 1982 to 2018 data from Mother Jones' investigation, I found data right here that provided substantial information to answer my question. And what I did is I took this data, I saved into Excel, and imported in Tableau. Now here, what you see here is called a tree map. A tree map displays data in nested rectangles. I use the dimensions to define the structure of the tree map and measure to define the size or color of the individual rectangles. Tree maps are relatively simple data visualization that can provide insight in a visually attractive format. Now, since more than half of cases involve school or workplace shootings, I thought I should narrow this down to school and workplace. And also, since the data is from 1982 to currently, I wanted to change the date range from 2001 to 2018. Now right here, as you could see, that the venues are here with the school and workplace. School is in blue, which is right here, and the workplace is in red. Now, as you could see, this rectangle here, you automatically see these two big ones, which is Virginia and California. This caught my attention because you see 55 victims in the state of Virginia, and then in California, you have 51 victims in the workplace. That's a lot. And it goes on to the second highest, which is Florida in schools. I'm going to schools first, then California, Connecticut, and so on. The least was in state of Washington with a total of 6 victims. In the workplace, the least was in Pennsylvania with a total of 3 victims. Now I go on. I want to know the number of victims by gender and venue. Here what you see is called a donut chart. It is a simple evolution of the pie chart, which is useful to represent data in the form of percentage of totals or totals in general. To me, this is very helpful for visualizing statistics. Right here, I broke down the gender, female in pink and male in blue. Automatically, you see that it's a lot of male victims. In the workplace, there was 195 male victims. In schools, there were 307 male victims. And what was really interesting is the female, only 8 victims in the workplace. A total of 510 victims from 2001 to 2018. That is a lot of people. I want to know the types of weapons these killers used. Now here what you see is called clustering. Clustering is a powerful feature that allows me to easily group similar dimension members. The clustering helps you create statistically based segments which provide insight into how different groups are similar as well as how they are performing compared to each other. Now with the data provided, it created automatically created 2 clusters. One cluster is in blue, which is right here, and the other cluster 2 is right here. And right here, types of weapons, you could see all the symbols and the types of weapons that they used. Now the one that caught my attention automatically when I saw this data coming together, but before I begin, I just want to say the total numbers here and the value numbers are right here. So the total numbers over here are actually the highest, obviously, and here on the left side is the least. Now again, what caught my attention was this symbol right here, the X, which represents 1 semi-automatic handgun assault, 1 rifle assault, and 2 shotguns. This killed 37 people with this type of weapon. Down below here is the same, 37 victims. Now, in cluster 2, I see that the least amount of victims that the killer used was the 1 revolver, which it was a total of 7 victims. So I like this because you could actually group the types of weapons that the killers used to come up with this. I like this very much because you could visually see this. And again, the types of weapons right here. Now, the next chart here is a bar chart, and I want to know victims by race. So I see here way off that the white had the most total of number of victims, which is 858, and the least was Native Americans, which is total victims of 27. So this is a great visualization of how the total number of victims by race. And this is my slideshow. Thank you.